Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. And today we're doing a video of kind of a special truck. This is a Daihatsu dump, and this is what's called a PTO dump. And meaning there's three kinds of dumps. You've got the dump that's called electric over hydraulic, a good, well-designed system, very reliable. And then you have a hydraulic pump mounted to the front of the engine, much like an air conditioning compressor with a electromagnetic clutch that pumps hydraulic fluid. And then you have a PTO shaft out of the side of the transmission. The transmission is built that way. And that PTO shaft turns a hydraulic pump. And that is what this is. This is what's called a PTO dump. And this is for Jen in Tennessee. And this is a 1996 Daihatsu Hijet PTO dump 4x4, 5-speed with a high and a low transfer case. And it has 33,977 original miles. One thing we try to always do is get low mileage trucks. And a dump that's in decent condition and low miles is almost unheard of. It's very, very hard to get. But that is all the dumps we'll import are nice dumps. And you know, now they'll have some scratches on them and dings and bruises, but we can't get anything that's in really bad shape. So there's a correlation between low miles and reliability. And that's one of the benefits of sticking with low mileage stuff. All right, so let's first go around the perimeter of this windshield and look for rust. And we don't have any rust around the perimeter of the windshield. We do have a spot right there of surface rust. That's surface rust. So now I want to look across the front of the truck for any dings. And I don't see any shopping cart dings at all. Not here either. And look how nice this front bumper is. Look how pretty that is. I mean, that's in really, really good shape. It's just got that charcoal color. Some people like to paint them black, but they are not black from the factory. So what people will sometimes do is paint this black, and then this black. And that makes the whole front of the truck look nice. I will say it does make it look nice. And it's easy to do. It's like $8 for a good quality can of semi-gloss Valspar. That looks so nice. Okay, so let's keep looking here. Coming down the door pillar, we're now looking at the door. We have a ding, a shopping cart, tiny shopping cart ding there, a ding there, a little scuff there, and there, and those have been touched up, like with a Q-tip. And we've got a scratch there. It hasn't made an impression on the metal, but a scratch on the paint. And that is it. Look at these tires. These are so nice. Those are beautiful, beautiful tires. And these are called studless. So those are actually for the ice and snow. Now I want you to look and see how beautiful the sheet metal is underneath the inner fender. That says a lot right there about the true condition of the truck. Now, this is surface rust. This is surface rust. Surface rust where, you know, you have the paint that got nicked off. This is in very good condition. This is a very hard dump sheet metal. It's not a soft-sided panel. Now, this is in very good condition. It's been painted, but not painted to hide any damage. So it's painted just to prevent any further rust. You can see that that hinge is in very good condition. It's solid. And this here is your factory PTO. You know, it's scratched up. You can see there, but no big deal. Now we're going to look at this side, and you've got the same thing, just some nicks of paint where the paint got nicked off and it's surface rusted. None of this is rust through. So if you wanted to, you could sand it and paint it again or not. It wouldn't really hurt it at all if you didn't do anything. This tire also looks really nice. All 4 tires are the same. They look beautiful. There's another one there. All right, now we're going to come down. Okay, and on this truck, your spare tire is here. There's a bracket. It's mounted there. So when the bed rises, the tire goes with it. And that is a factory dump. This is a factory design. Now, let's look. We've got a paint chip there. Got a ding here that's been touched up with a Q-tip, like. And here, it looks really good. I'm going to lift the bed in a minute anyway. So I showed you that. We've got a ding there also. Just a tiny, like a scratch there. It's been touched up with it, like dabbed with a Q-tip, and a tiny ding right there. This is the underside of the inner fender. We're going to open the door and look at the bottom of the door to show you what the condition is under here. It's important. This is under the floor mat, looking good. That's sound deadening material there. Okay. Seat looks good on the passenger side. Now let's go to the driver's side. Now this is fairly common on a Daihatsu. I don't know why, but that's like a Daihatsu thing, that split in all 4 corners. Kept that nice patina on that Japanese hardware. So this looks really good. Very nice. Now we're going to look under the floor mat here. Looks good. This seat is torn. And you can see they attempted to tape it up, but it's torn there, and it's got a tear there, and a tear there. The seat back is not torn. All right, so now let's try this PTO. So what you do is, if you're going to lift the bed being still, not driving, you put that in neutral. And now we're going to start the truck. And we want to put it in gear. So I'm going to push in the clutch. I've got the clutch pushed in. So I'll put it in 3. That means it's going to lift higher. I'm sorry, it's going to lift the bed faster. So that's slow when it's in 1, but 3 is a little bit faster. So now, if I push the gas, look what happens. It speeds up. That's one of the benefits of a PTO dump, is you have a little more control over how the bed is going to function in terms of the speed. All right, now let's look and see what we've got going on here. So we have surface rust here. That is surface rust. No real cancer, but it has surface rust under here. That's also surface rust. That is not rust through. So we also, our guy greased the grease fittings. You can see here the frame is nice. It's not got any rust issues on the frame either. Here are your hydraulic hoses for the actual piston on the dumping mechanism. And you also have some grease fittings right there. And this is good for dumping gravel. These pawls lift and release this right here. So when it goes down, the pawl goes down and locks it. But that's good for when you want to spread some gravel or something like that. And this is also seam rust. It's not cancer. And that's also where it hits when it lowers. That hits that. That's what that mark is. But look at how nice this is under here. Very nice. Okay, now to lower your bed, what you do is you push that PTO handle forward. And that lowers the bed. I don't know if it's catching that. Should be. But it is lowering. And also, your gate over here will close as it's lowering, and those pawls will latch when it gets down to a certain level, and you'll see it locking this right here. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. Look at that. Oh, that's so nice. And now it's locked. Okay. I love that. I mean, that works so well. And that way you don't lose material when you're driving. You know, stuff isn't coming out of your bed. That is a properly designed and properly functioning dump tailgate. All right, now we're going to take it for a test drive. And this is really good because we get to see how it does when it reaches its normal top speeds, and you get to see what it's like. And this thing had really nice tires. This was something I noticed. It's got those block tread pattern tires, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna get this up to 55 or 60 miles per hour. And by the way, Mayberry Mini Trucks did service this truck. We used full synthetic 5W30 engine oil, and we also checked all the fluids. We made sure the alternator is charging properly. We made sure that it runs well when it reaches normal operating temperature. If it lacks power, we fix it. That was 60 miles an hour, by the way. And we checked the front differential, the rear differential fluid, the transfer case fluid, the transmission fluid, the antifreeze in the radiator. We check the brake fluid. We make sure the battery is good. And we make sure the heat works. And we make sure the four-wheel drive works. If there's anything wrong with any of that stuff, we deal with it. If we make sure the clutch is good. If the clutch isn't good, we replace it. And so one of the things I do more than anything is make trips to my mechanic and bring trucks that need to be dialed in and get them addressed. And that's just part of doing business the right way. You can't have trucks show up right, all the time. About 30 to 40% of the time they need something. And so we deal with that, and then we clean it and make it available for sale. We also got the law passed, signed by Governor Cooper, making mini trucks street legal, which is huge. Now we're going to leave this in fifth gear, and we're in fifth gear, going 35 kilometers per hour, guys, which is brutal. Now this is a dump. It's heavier. So let's see what happens in fifth gear. We're going 33 kilometers per hour, and guys, we're increasing in speed. That is magnificent. We're increasing in speed in fifth gear up a steep hill. So that is a fantastic sign. That is really what you want to see. You want to see that the truck not only survives, but actually increases a few miles per hour um, in fifth gear. Now, dumps are heavier. So this is a heavier truck, and it still is increasing in speed up that steep hill. So there you go. We went from 33 to 40 kilometers per hour in fifth gear going up that hill. So for Jen in Tennessee, if you would like to get this truck, let us know. We can be reached at 336-777-9957, and we can be reached via email. Our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and our website address is mayberryminitrucks.com. And guys, we're really having a good time in this business. We're enjoying ourselves. We run a very tight ship. We got the law passed, making them street legal, so you will get a title. And we don't play games. We don't charge extra fees. So you'll never see us charging a dock fee. I can't stand it when dealerships do that. They charge a dock fee and then they go, "It's the law." No, it's not. It is not the law. I mean, it's so lame. It's like they try to come up with all these creative ways of extracting money out of the customer. So, what we do is we try to bring in really clean, low mileage stuff like this dump. This dump is nice and it's got good power. And we try to bring in good stuff and make a fair profit. And so if you are interested in this truck, let us know. And our phone number is 336-777-9957. Our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. And please subscribe to our channel. I appreciate you watching our video, and hit the notification button too, if you would, please. That'll help our search analytics. And so, yeah, we do appreciate it. And thank you for watching our video.